What's up, everybody? Jack Farr here on behalf of Box to Box Football. And my favourite time of the year has come and gone. The summer transfer window has come and gone. But my second favourite time of the year is just around the corner, the January transfer window. So I've set James a task. I've also set myself this task. And we're going to have a quick little debate on the kind of quote unquote top six teams in the Premier League and who their dream January signing would be. So, James, let's start off with the supposed champions based on the way they've been playing, Chelsea. Who is Chelsea's dream transfer that pushes them over the edge, maybe in the Champions League and the Premier League this year?
It's a weird one for Chelsea because I look at their team and it's just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. But they will have a blip this season.
Right.
It always happens. It always comes like that, especially for a team like Chelsea going
Right.
so strong. I look at Chelsea's positions and they're so strong in so many positions. But the one thing that I think that they need is a bit of chaos, that little bit of Eden Hazard flair that they have missed for so many years. And I look at someone like Federico Chiesa of Juventus, and he just to me fits that mold so
Yep.
well of a player that can produce something out of nothing, carry the ball 40, 50 yards and have a shot on goal, create a chance. To me, he's an amazing option for Chelsea. Chelsea were linked with him in the summer. I doubt that they'll get him, but if they got someone like him, it would be a shutdown.
It's dreams for a reason. You know, we got to throw it out there. James, I'm not going to lie to you. That was going to be my second pick. I did consider him mainly for those reasons, that chaos kind of player. I'm going with Thomas Muller. I think Thomas Muller would be fantastic. I think that we know who your number 9 is in that kind of position. I think we know that Mount is probably going to play one of those positions either side of the striker where he's somewhat commonly played this year. And like you said, I just think that there's a certain level of, you've got your, Pulisic, your ZX, your Hudson-Odois, these kind of players. I think Thomas Muller is that kind of guy. He's there for the big occasion. He's clinical and loves an assist too. And I just think he has that winner's mentality that would just tip Chelsea over the edge. You want to talk about an unbeatable team, add Thomas Muller to the mix.
We said it was meant to be realistic. Like
No,
Thomas
these are
Muller.
dreams. No, realistic as in like, don't just pick Messi because that's for every team. That's boring. Or Ronaldo for every team. That's boring. You got to think about the team, what they might need. Because I was thinking about the keeper, but I thought, you know what? Eduard Mendy's been great. You know, just because the
Mendy's
name...
arguably the best
Right.
Goalkeeper in the Premier League.
Exactly. So that's the thing. Just because he doesn't have the name notoriety, he's playing great football. Moving on to the kind of next closest rivals to them, and I'm going to go first this time. Man City. I think Man City need Joshua Kimmich. I think that Joshua Kimmich is a guy who comes straight into this Man City team. He can play anywhere on the field. He knows exactly what's required from Pep Guardiola, and you're just adding an extra option, a guy who can play multiple positions, knows the system, and is also a fantastic football player. I just don't see how that could be a problem for Man City. I thought of the number 9 kind of position as well, but I don't know, the names that I kind of had in my head, I just don't know if anybody was truly a good fit for what Pep might want, because a lot of the time we've seen Pep Guardiola play better football without a number 9. We saw that, and tonight against Paris Saint-Germain. So, James, my pick is Joshua Kimmich. Who is your dream Man City signing?
I'm sorry, Jack. That was the wildest one. That was to me the. I think that when I look at positions, that's the least thing that Man City needs at this moment of time. They got Rodri playing there. They got Fernandinho that can fill in there. You're looking at fullback, Cancelo, the way he's playing. You got Kyle Walker, to me, who is the best right back to ever play in the Premier League. That's just my opinion. I don't think they need him. We all know what Man City needs. They need a killer. They need somebody who's a 40, 50 goal man. They need a certified gunman. Harry Kane. That's all. Harry Kane.
Yeah. Moving on to Liverpool, who will be hoping to get some kind of momentum going further forward. Who would be a Liverpool dream signing for January, James?
This is a bit of a tough one here. Because
this is one of my easy ones.
I look at like multiple positions, and Liverpool going forward, they look good. Like in the middle, they got Fernandinho, they got Henderson, they got Alcantara, they got Chamberlain. So many bodies in there. Do you know what? Maybe let's change it up. Let's go for a certified killer, Erling Haaland. Another striker, more goals, because there will be a time when Liverpool lacks goals because what we seen last season was the fact that wasn't defensively that was a problem. It's the fact that they weren't killing teams, and now they're killing teams. But we all know that for Liverpool, it could dry up, and maybe getting a striker could help that.
Yeah, James, look, I'm not going to deny I saved my Erling Haaland pick for another team on this list. But for me, Liverpool, Dusan Vlahovic. Yeah, you need somebody to take advantage of these Andrew Robertson balls, these Trent Alexander-Arnold balls. You need somebody to, preoccupy defenders and guys who are going to take attention away from the likes of Mo Salah, the likes of Sadio Mane, who are going to be the guys who are going to, rack up those goals. So for me, Vlahovic is that guy. I think he'd fit beautifully for what Jurgen Klopp wants in that team. But James, again, very similar to Erling Haaland in that respect. Next up, now this is obviously the one I'm going to be most interested in, so I'll get mine out of the way just so I can let James go for a little longer. Arsenal, I've gone for Victor Osimhen. I don't know what it is. I don't like the striker position for Arsenal. I really don't. I look at, Aubameyang, to me, James, maybe you can kind of prove me wrong here. I feel like Aubameyang, Lacazette, it's just not fully worked out in kind of the heights at which I think they were hoping when they were both signed. Aubameyang, to me, looks kind of comfortable. My favorite thing about Osimhen, he's a handful. He's a handful. And my favorite thing about him, he's hungry. He's hungry. He wants to make a name for himself. He wants to be that guy. We've seen his performances for Napoli this year. It makes you forget pretty quickly about kind of the other kind of Italian strikers that have been knocking around Serie A recently. So for me, Victor Osimhen for Arsenal would be the kick up the backside that the Arsenal attacking line needs.
I mean, I look at someone like Aubameyang and Lacazette, and had some good moments there, but also had some frustrating moments. And I look at them as individuals, and they both have something that each other needs.
Right.
Lacazette needs that striker killer instinct. Aubameyang has that, and Aubameyang needs that overall striker play, being able to hold the ball up and lead the line. That's what Lacazette has. If they both came together, it's a problem. But unfortunately, they're two separate players. I do look at the striker area and look at that is an issue. Also, the center mid is also an issue. But I got Dusan Vlahovic or Alexander Isak for me as being a striker that will take us to the next level. Alexander Isak is someone that I'm not sure what he's like killer-wise. Is he a killer? But I do believe as young as he is, he can develop that. Now his record in La Liga is fantastic.
Still so young,
that might say otherwise. Yeah. But he's someone that if you can develop right, you're looking at a serious problem here. I love his club control. He's also 6'3" or something like that.
Right.
And also Dusan Vlahovic, you've seen guys what he is doing.
Yeah, he's my favorite player. He's my favorite player in the world right now. Like seriously, the guy is unbelievable. And a Premier League side, probably, hopefully not Juventus, a Premier League side will get very lucky. So James, moving across across North London a little bit here, Spurs. Who is Spurs' dream signing come January?
Spurs' dream signing come January. This is a tough one here. Could you come back to me?
I'll go while you think.
Could you go?
Erling Haaland. I think that you are resigned to losing Harry Kane. I don't know whether that's going to be in January. I think that would make sense for a number of reasons. For Spurs, I think that would make sense. For Man City, it would make sense. For Harry Kane, I think it would make sense. The Spurs guys can get us more money than they would be able to next summer. To me, you need a big name to come in and just try and fill those humongous boots that Harry Kane will be leaving. The kind of poster boy for your football team. Now, this is called dream signings because they're not going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to look directly into the camera. Erling Haaland won't be signing for Spurs, but I think that if you wanted to make that statement, you wanted to make that name player who's going to come in and say to people, hey, we may have lost this elite striker, but look who we got coming in. Erling Haaland would be my Spurs pick. Go ahead, James.
So my one is going to be a midfielder. I do believe that's what something that may unlock something from Dele Alli that he has been missing since Ericsson has left. So someone like a Hassan Aouar, a deep line playmaker, someone that can link defense to attack well, someone that is almost like a Bernardo Silva type player who drifted out to the center, drifted out to the wide areas for the majority of his career, but now is coming and like being able to play in the center and like the way he manipulates the ball, and his first thought is to always get the ball forward. To me, I feel like that is a player that can really benefit Tottenham overall. I look at somebody like Tanguy Ndombele hasn't really been able to take that the next big step for Tottenham while he's been there. So that's my player.
Nice. Finally, Manchester United, the bottom of this list, because out of these 6 teams, they are the lowest in the table. For me, Casemiro. I think that if you've got somebody like Nemanja Matic with kind of his age, you've got Fred, who I think we know is a hard worker, but does not necessarily have the talent to back that up. I don't know if Scott McTominay has progressed in the same way. I think we all get the nagging sense that Paul Pogba, one way or another, is going to be leaving the football club as well. The central midfield position, after you go through those names, actually does look pretty slim. I think Donny van de Beek still has a lot to prove, but I don't know a better foundation to build from that would also suit what Manchester United would probably want than somebody like Casemiro. I feel like I don't need to sell you on him, James. You know what that guy is capable of and how he can just transform a midfield.
Jack, is it matter if I tell you I don't think that's a good fit?
Oh, okay. No, go ahead.
I really don't think that's a good fit. Now, Casemiro's unbelievable for Real Madrid, but he hasn't been great this season. And like you see a bit of the Fred, a bit of the Fredness about him there. Now, don't get it twisted. He has been sensational for Real Madrid when he helped them win the 3 Champions Leagues in a row. I rate Fred a little bit, but he also has his misdemeanors. I look at somebody like a Yuri Tielemans. And that just screams like a Manchester United midfielder. Someone that he is dynamo,
right?
As how I'm gonna put it. I look at what he brings, and not just the way he covers the defense, but also going forward. Jack, his ability to carry the ball 40, 50 yards and also spray it at a high level is actually ridiculous. I look at the way he's like a box-to-box guy, and I look at someone like a Leicester right now, and yes, he's doing good. He's doing great at Leicester, but he looks like a player that is ready to take that next step. He can walk in. He can get into a Bayern Munich or something like that. Man City. His talent level is phenomenal, and the way this Manchester United midfield is constructed right now, Yuri Tielemans to me would be a perfect fit for that. And also, they'll have to pay a lot, but they can get him at a decent price.
Right. I think Manchester United probably have the money. So Chelsea fans, City fans, Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans, Spurs fans, United fans, get at us. What do you think of our dream picks here in terms of signings for this for this January transfer window? Do you have any yourself? And also let us know who you think, who are the players you think your team's going to get. Let us know in the comments, drop a like on the video as well. Please hit that subscribe button as well if you are not already. And until next time, we will see you.